Live from Hollywood, it's Wednesdays with Toiley! Tonight, Toiley welcomes the co-host of the live test show on YouTube, comedian Shecky! Plus, an appearance by John B. deHaas! I'm your announcer, Galpin Ford. Now, let's see those heart emojis for your host. Here's Toiley.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Welcome to the live test show. My name is Toiley T. Paper. It's so great to see you all here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, what a show we have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. My good friend Shecky is going to be here, but as always, as first, we have to check in with good down in Florida, the one, the only, Mr. John B. Oh, boy.
Hi there. Hi.
Hello there, John. How are you?
I'm not John. I'm Sebastian. Sorry.
Hello, Sebastian. There you are, John.
Because you
How's
said you're going to have a
Sebastian
special...
doing, by the way?
What's that?
How's Sebastian doing?
He's doing good. He's looking for a roommate.
Oh, I know somebody who is always looking for a roommate.
He's looking for a different roommate.
Oh, that's right. Because he and Lufa were already roommates.
They were, and then Lufa kind of left him at the Santa Monica Pier.
I see. Well, John, it looks like you're all bundled up. Is it cold down there?
I'm enjoying my award. It's keeping me warm. No, I just thought I'd wear a sweatshirt just to kind of, why not?
Did you get your AC fixed?
It's fixed.
Excellent. Well, John, why don't you treat us to a little music?
What do you want to hear? How about this? If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, I am into champagne. I'm gonna meet you back tomorrow night on the dunes of the Cape. I'm the one that you look for. Write to me and escape.
Beautiful, John. That was lovely.
A little Rupert Holmes for you.
Bringing the 70s back. Should we talk about that relationship and that story?
Well, no, I just had to do a project for my master's class, and that's what I did on Rupert Holmes. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah. What's an interesting fact about Rupert Holmes that you learned in doing this project?
He won 2 Tony Awards for his first musical, The Mystery of Edwin Drood. His first show he ever wrote.
Have they ever remounted that again?
A couple years ago they did, yes.
Wow.
They did.
Is he still with us, good old Rupert Holmes?
He is. He's in his 70s, but yes, he's still with us.
Oh, God bless him.
I know. Yes.
What are you saying you got to go do? You have something better to do than this?
I want to say hi to my friend Todd. He might be watching. I don't know if he is or not, but he might be. Can I do that?
All right. What's for dinner, John? And did you get enough for everybody?
Thanks for the award.
Oh, geez. You're ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you. No, I got enough for me and Sean. That's it. Sorry.
Oh, geez. What are you having?
We're getting barbecue tonight.
All right. Well, it was nice talking to you, John. We'll talk to you later. Bye. There you go. John B. deHaas, ladies and gentlemen. My good friend, John B. deHaas. Now, it's time. I'm so excited for my special guest, ladies and gentlemen. I'm such a fan of this next gentleman. He is the co-host of the live test show on YouTube, and he is a comedian. He is hilarious. Please welcome my friend, Shecky. Shecky.
Hey, can you see me?
I can see you, Shecky. Oh my gosh, it's such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you so much, Toiley. My pleasure.
Oh my gosh, I have so much to talk to you about. I'm a huge fan of your show, which we'll talk about in just a few minutes, but I wanted to go back a little bit. I know you did stand-up for several years. Did you always want to be a comedian?
Not really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, I was always one of those kids, class clown, and it got me in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So, eventually I turned out that that's really one of the only things I could do well.
You were always kind of riffing and making fun of teachers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that didn't serve me well as a kid.
Yeah, I guess not. Now, when you were growing up, were you listening to comedy? Who were some of your favorite comedians?
Well, I'm an old timer, but I always liked the classics, George Carlin, comedians that made you think.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like the one-liners, Henny Youngman, or just the guys who look funny and make you laugh.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I am a huge fan of yours. Now, you toured and played clubs for a while, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did. For a short while there, I was out on the road. It's tough. It's tough, Toiley.
Do you have any? All comedians have a road story. Do you have an infamous road story or two?
Oh, yeah, I got a couple, but let's see. I got to remember which ones I could say on your show. Well, I'll just tell you this. You know who Tommy Chong is?
Sure, I know Tommy Chong. Yeah, Cheech and Chong.
Well, yep. I got to open for him one night, and it was very exciting. And I said, wow, Mr. Chong, I'm such a big fan of yours, and I've been watching your movies. I went on like this for about a full minute,
Mm-hmm.
And finally he just looked down at me and said, are you Puerto Rican, man? And that was it. He didn't hear a word I said.
What does that have to do with anything? Like
Right.
response to somebody.
Right.
Oh boy. Well, now you are somebody who, like you travel around in that television set that I see that you're in right now. Did you have to bring a lot of stuff to the clubs? Because a lot of times I know I had a friend of mine who did comedy music, and he would bring his guitar, and he's got to plug in his guitar and all this stuff. And the other comedians would be like, oh, it's like a prop act. You got to bring a bunch of stuff. Did you find that sort of prejudice against you when you were doing comedy?
Yeah, I tell you, absolutely. There is a prejudice against prop comics. But, like I'd always see a bunch of comics, they'd see Carrot Top and go, oh, man, that's not real comedy. Meanwhile, Carrot Top's got 10 guys working just off his commission,
Right,
But,
right.
But, when it comes down to it, whatever you could do to make the audience laugh, I don't care if you're holding something or whatever you do. If the audience laughs, you've done your job.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. Now, and speaking of, I was going to ask you what advice you would give to a comedian who's just starting out, but I think that what you just said was a good piece of advice, but is there anything else you would tell a young up-and-comer, who wants to try comedy?
Sure. I would say, don't worry about the material. It's not the material. Just get the audience to like you. The rest of it just happens.
Yeah. Because you could either tell jokes or tell stories, but it doesn't matter if they don't like you. They're gonna.
I've seen. I've seen a lot of comics with mediocre material, but they kill because the audience loves them, and that's really all that matters.
Right. Well, I would like to talk to you about your fantastic show on YouTube. It's called The Live Test Show. And it's you and Greg Blum. Where did the idea for this show come about? Because it's a fantastic show.
Thank you. Well, this fella Antubert, he did internet radio for many years, and he tried to figure out how to get his internet radio show what it would look like if it was a video show, sort of. So it's a way to take a internet radio show and bring it to video in some way.
I see. And I love you sort of do it as a late night talk show format. And it's just the first time I saw it, my mind was blown with how technically impressive it is. And it's just a wonderful show that I think people should check out.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Toiley. But I also love your shows. I mean, I watch your Sunday show on YouTube because it's very accessible to me, and I love it.
Thank you. How long have you been? I mean, I know you kind of did the radio show, but how long have you been doing the live test show on YouTube?
Well, we actually have technically, we haven't started doing it yet. We're still practicing.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's an evolution thing. We went on live, I guess, for the first time, somewhere, did some test show, maybe February, March.
Yeah. Well, and the amazing thing to me is you're basically doing it Monday through Thursday most weeks. And that's got to be like a grueling schedule to put up a show that, or do you find that you enjoy it?
Well, I do think it's important to be there every day. That's the type of thing I enjoy, like someone who's always there. Mm-hmm. And as far as, I know it seems like a lot of work to put together, but we try to just set up everything so that we could not spend a lot of time doing show prep. We only spend about 15 or 20 minutes prepping the show. So basically, we could just hang out and kind of cheat, makes it look like it's a real show, but it's really not.
Yeah, and you have, you just leave everything set up so you can just go in, get ready, you're ready to do the show. I love it.
That's it.
Yeah. Now, you also, on your show, like some of the shows I do, you have call-ins. As you can see, there's a number there on the screen that people can call in. Do you ever get nervous putting out a phone number like that? Because I've listened to some shows, and like there was one night where you got the crank callers calling in. Does that ever get you nervous?
No, I actually like it. I'm waiting for, because, really, crank calls are just, they're just comedians with no outlet sometimes, So sometimes I appreciate a good crank call if they're making it funny. And, also it's a challenge. Like, they're trying to get under your skin. So, try.
That's right. Well, I'm always admired. You just embrace them. You go right into it. You're like, oh, that's right. What's your name? Oh, jeez. All right.
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know. Something's happening.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Anyway, I love how you just embrace it, and it's a wonderful show. I want everybody to check it out. It's the live test show on YouTube. It's on tonight, right? You'll be live tonight.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Well, I'll be tuning in for sure. And it's at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time. It's on YouTube. Just search the live test show. It's absolutely fantastic. And Shecky, I got to tell you, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. You're so gracious. Thank you so much, Toiley.
Of course, of course. Everyone, please go and check out. Oh, yes, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't know if this is appropriate, but there was a fan of yours who has been emailing me all day and asking me if I could give him a shout-out.
Sure. Who's that?
I'm not really familiar with the shout-out. Do I have to actually shout?
I think you could just say it, yeah. But it's up to you. It's dealer's choice, as we say.
Okay, well, he's really a big fan of yours, and he's trying to get to you. I think he's using me to get to you, but his name is, hope I don't get this wrong. Cool Joe 1? Or Joe Cool 1?
Joe Cool 1. Joe Cool 1. All right, well, shout out Joe Cool 1. Thank you. And I apologize for you having to be the middleman for that. But it's a pleasure having you on the show, Shecky. And I will be tuning into the live test show tonight. I hope everyone else does. Shecky, thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Shecky, check out Shecky on the live test show. And that's going to do it for Wednesdays with Toiley. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got another great guest coming next week. I hope you will join us. Thank you. I gotta go.
Wednesdays with Toiley is every Wednesday on Instagram. I'm Galpin Ford. Good night.